Welcome back, guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day today, and I hope you're ready for the concerning stuff that we're going to read today. Going to be a fun episode, and let's get straight into it. Enjoy, guys. Am I the a-hole for blaming my wife for our homelessness and yelling, "What the F did you think was going to happen?" My wife and I are really struggling financially, and we moved in with my mum to help us get back on our feet. I know it hasn't been easy on her, but I just can't believe what she did. So my stepsister is getting married and wouldn't invite my mum, as her and her siblings hate her. My stepfather refused to attend without my mum, and it was a whole big thing. I think his kids thought that he was going to cave because he was always a pushover with them, but he meant it and didn't go to the wedding. I'm sure it hurt him, but he does come from a pretty toxic patriarchy culture, and he isn't going to openly show his emotions. My wife was upset on the day of the wedding, as she believes that kids should always come before your spouse and that his behavior is disgusting. I don't disagree, but it also isn't our business. My wife took some pictures of him on the day of the wedding to show to my stepsister that he wasn't sad enough. He's just hanging out with my mum, and in one of the pictures he's laughing. But I find this extremely uncomfortable for a few reasons. It's creepy and invasive to spy on people and take their pictures. They aren't even properly dressed in some of them. Like in one, I can very clearly see his you-know-what, as he's only wearing his boxers. And no, he doesn't walk around the house like that. In another, my mum appears to be wearing his shirt with nothing under it, so it's just weird. Also, we are guests in their home. Well, his daughter sent him the pictures and said that she was glad that he had his you-know-what to comfort him. He realised what my wife had done and blew up. He called us ungrateful leeches, called her a biatch, and he threw all of our clothes all over his lawn. I'm furious because living with them was such a great opportunity to rebuild financially, and she just ruined it. I lost it, and I shouted last night that it was all her fault, and what the hell did she think was going to happen? She's furious and says I had no right to speak to her like that, regardless of what she did. There's a comment here that says, so your wife spied on your parents, waited until she could catch them in an unflattering moment, took their pictures without consent, and then sent the pictures to somebody to feed their rage? Your wife's an a-hole. And OP said the pictures aren't even that unflattering, they're just creepy. Neither of them walk around the house like that, so I can't even figure out where they were taken. She claims the sauna and their bedroom, so that means she was literally spying. And the comment under that says, I'm just curious what she thought the outcome was going to be. What did she have to gain from it other than causing drama and issues within the family dynamic? And OP said she just wanted his kids to see that he isn't as good of a father as he pretends to be, because he always puts my mum first. My stepsister seemed to think that he was at home crying, so she wanted to prove he wasn't, which doesn't even make sense to me, as not everybody shows their feelings outwardly, and he did seem sad that day. Yeah, and the comment under that one too, I'm just gobsmacked at how petty, malicious, arrogant, and nosy his wife is. Who does stuff like that, especially with an unlubricated cactus of consequences hanging over your head on a daily basis, creeping around somebody in their home, the place they should feel safe, the place that they're letting you live for free to get back on your feet, taking pictures of them to involve yourself in a battle that is not yours and nobody invited you to? That's beyond messed up. Yeah, 100%, but she doesn't want to be held accountable for her actions, and the most confusing part about it is it's none of her business. Like, that's a weird, shady, manipulative sort of immature stuff, like drama and gossipy sort of behavior. Nah, that's not good, OP. Wow, also this comment from OP. At the wedding, my stepsister told me that my wife's a weirdo, and he didn't want to see her dad's ding-dong, so I asked about it, and I got a half-hearted explanation. I didn't even have time to process before we got home to our stuff being tossed out. I also didn't understand how creepy the picture was until I saw it. I was thinking that maybe he was dressed and you could see just the outline. There are also lots of comments like this one. Can you stay if your wife moves out? Because that's what you should do. Yeah, no, you're not the a-hole, OP. That's so wild of your wife. The next one is called, Am I the a-hole for calling the cops on a teenager who tracked down my house and was demanding that I let him in? A few months ago, me and my family went out to watch a movie and then have dinner together. That includes my sister and my nephew. Two of my nephew's friends tagged along. They were friendly and nothing out of the ordinary. 2 weeks ago, one of my nephew's friends, John, showed up in my doorstep and asked if he could come in. I was weirded out and I got a bad vibe, and I asked him politely to leave. For context, I live alone with my daughter who's 11 years old, and a virtual stranger dropped in by our home unannounced. I looked by the camera and he was holding flowers and other stuff, so I figured this was just a dumb kid with my crush who thought he could woo an adult, but I asked him twice to please leave and he wouldn't, saying he just had to see me and that he needed to tell me how much he loves me. This included a gross comment about me being a single mum. I told him I was calling the cops, and that's when he bolted. The cops later came, took my statement, and just circled around to make sure that he wasn't still nearby. I specified that yeah, he was just a kid, but I barely knew him, and he'd tracked down my house and wouldn't leave until I threatened him. He didn't commit a crime, but the cops cops still drop by his parents' house to give him a warning about not leaving private property when told to. I did not ask the cops to do that. They just took the info I gave. I called my sister to find out his last name and who his parents were, and I related that to the cops since they were asking. I just wanted to make sure that he was gone. That visit they did was on them. His mum called me and she first apologized on behalf of her son if he made me feel unsafe, but then told me that I went way over the line by involving the cops and how teenage boys having crushes is nothing out of the ordinary and how this could ruin his life, and I should have remembered that he's just a kid. To top it off, my sister also told me I went over the top and how he's one of her son's good friends and that I should have called her when he wouldn't leave and then she could have sorted it out. I went with my gut feeling and I don't regret it. Yeah, and you don't need to regret it either, OP. You're definitely not in the wrong. And that's 100% not gonna ruin his life either. Hopefully he learnt a lesson. Yeah, the top comment, not the a-hole. The kid crossed the line and got off with a simple warning. His parents should be thankful. Did you find out how he found your house? Did he just fish it out of your nephew? Because if his nephew didn't say, then that has some disturbing implications. And the comment under that said, yeah, you definitely didn't ruin his life. He didn't get arrested. He got a warning, which is exactly what should happen in a case like this. Yeah, and obviously the police felt like they should do that. Nah, you're not in the wrong, OP. And also, not only will that not ruin his life, if he actually learns from this as a lesson, that could make his whole life and his whole future a lot better. Yeah, this comment, not the a-hole, and that mum's nuts. Cops coming by to give you a warning won't ruin his life unless he ignores the warning. Yeah, 100%. And also the comment under that one, a random person dropped by your house and wouldn't leave, so you called the cops. That's pretty basic due procedure. Yeah, it is a kid, but that makes it even more prudent to call law enforcement and to not deal with him yourself. Yeah, no, I don't feel like you went too far, OP. And his mum is definitely thinking about it from the wrong angle. Like, it's not gonna ruin his life. It might be a positive. Yeah, this comment too. So wait, the kid's mum and your sister are excusing this kid's stalker behavior because it could ruin his life. Yeah, dumbasses, stalking somebody could in fact ruin your life. Don't do it. You're not the a-hole, OP. Yeah, learn from it. And OP left a comment here that said, I'm 31 and he's 16. I haven't spoken with my nephew since the whole situation because it's so uncomfortable, but I have spoken several times with my sister, who says that he was shocked and then angry. Yeah, no, you did the right thing, OP. The next one's called, am I the a-hole for telling all of my family that if I'm babysitting, there are no rules? My family tends to stick me, female 18, with my nieces and nephews when we get together. I'm also the go-to for babysitting. I do not get paid for this because since my siblings watched me when I was little, I owe them. I don't really mind. I love all the kids and they are well behaved and polite, with me at least, because I don't put up with their crap. I established dominance early with all of them. I also have no craps to give when it comes to the rules regarding watching them. I'd never allow them to get hurt or anything. I just won't follow a huge list of rules. If you want your kid to eat vegan, then you better bring a vegan meal for them. Otherwise they get pizza or dino nuggets or hot dogs. If they aren't allowed to watch woke movies or TV, then it's up to you to provide a TV and media because I'm putting on Frozen or something. My parents keep on telling me that I have to follow the rules when I'm babysitting. I just keep asking them why. What's the worst anybody can do to me? Take away my free babysitting? Oh, poor me. We're in Jasper right now and it's been hot as balls, so I took the kiddos cliff jumping at Horseshoe Lake. I brought them back wet and filthy. Everybody told me that I was being a crap babysitter. I offered a full refund and then I went and got a beer with some of the friends I made at the lake. I have a full scholarship. When I turned 18, I also got a small inheritance. It's enough that I won't have to work for spending money during my university years, and I can also put a down payment on a house. I'll probably leave it though. I do not need financial help from my family, so they have no hold over me. My sibling and I all got the exact same inheritance, except I was only 3 when my grandmother passed away, so it's been collecting compound interest for like 20 years. My trust fund is about 4 times what my siblings each got. My family thinks I'm being an entitled ass, but they also won't pay me. I'm more than willing to follow any rule I am paid to follow. Wow, that's so funny. No, you're not the a-hole, OP. And also, OP said in the comments the cliff started about 3 feet. I'm not looking to get them hurt. The comment under that said, I'm 40. Growing up, I had an aunt like you. She was 100% the cool aunt, the one I trusted the most, and the one I would have gone to if I needed anything serious or big. You're awesome. The top comment says, not the a-hole. I do not get paid for this because since my siblings watched me when I was little, I owe them. No, you don't get paid because they're entitled. They did it for your parents, not you. You owe them nothing for looking after you, on a technicality in a sense. Nothing you've mentioned I would consider over the top, except maybe the cliff jumping depending on ages and height. Your situations with money aside, if they want a list of rules, they can pay somebody to follow them. There's a comment that says there are 2 kinds of help, good help and free help, and OP said, I give the kids back alive and fed. That's not bad. And the comment under that, I'm guessing wet and filthy equals happy and tired, which was always my goal as a babysitter. The next one that we're going to read is called, am I the a-hole for making my boyfriend lunch for work? Hi, I 23 female and my boyfriend 23 male live in a studio apartment. For his birthday, I got him 3 things. He's really into art, so I got him something that he really wanted to work on his art. I also got him a unique mug. And lastly, I got him a lunchbox. He was complaining that he was having a hard time bringing lunch to work because he didn't have one. I know it's not a glamorous gift, but I thought it'd be a helpful one. Also, my birthday was back in January and he didn't even get me a birthday gift due to financial issues. Anyway, he was super disappointed when he opened the lunchbox gift and he was upset that I got it for him. I explained why and he was still upset. Oh god. His birthday was on Friday, so on Monday I guess I wasn't thinking about it. I woke up early and I made him lunch in his lunchbox that I got him. He became extremely pissed off, telling me that he wasn't even going to eat lunch because his teeth were bothering him. And so because I didn't remember, he was even more mad. He then went on a whole rant making rude comments at me, demeaning my gift and saying that I don't listen to him when I talk, while I was only trying to be helpful and I can't remember everything he says to me. I also didn't just get him a lunchbox, I got him other things that he wanted. Am I the a-hole? Oh my god, no, you're not the a-hole, OP. He's not worth the trouble, OP. Are you listening to what you wrote here? The audacity of him. Imagine being disappointed and upset at you because you bought him something thoughtful, which he obviously isn't. Like that crap about having financial issues, so not buying you a gift. That doesn't mean that you can't do something. OP left a comment here that said, so I had a conversation with him today and he said that he knows I'm typically a really good gift giver, so he was extra disappointed that I hadn't gotten him more fun gifts. Oh my god. He also said that he'd miraculously found his lunchbox literally the day prior to me giving him my lunchbox, so the one I got him is useless and unnecessary. Oh my god, dump him. I tried to point out that I never got anything for my birthday and he just empathized his financial situation to me, to which I pointed out that he could have gotten me a card or given me a massage or something, and he kind of just stayed in silence. He also changed his mind and doesn't even like the mug that I got him. I'm going to keep trying to communicate with him and try to understand if there is maybe an underlying problem. Anyway, small update. Yeah, the comment under it, the underlying problem is that he's an a-hole. You didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to fix. Oh god, that was so frustrating. So entitled and so ungrateful. Oh no, I actually changed my mind. I don't even like the mug that you got me. Oh bro, get out of here. And like you said, OP, he could have gotten you a card or given you a massage or something, but no, you get nothing. And when you give him something thoughtful, he gets upset at you for it. Oh right, okay, I'm not the only person thinking this. The top comment says, not the a-hole. I saw your other post from 10 months ago and please leave this man. Trust me, I'm 41. I've been there. I've done it all. You will find love again. You will laugh and be treated wonderfully once you dump his sorry ass. This man is a baby. He doesn't treat you well or how you deserve. No matter how stressed my husband is with work and finances, and even if when we have our occasional disagreement, he'll thank me for making him dinner and whatnot because we love and respect each other. Please, you deserve so much more and you will find it. Trust me. Yeah, definitely. That's so sad, OP. And this comment too, not the a-hole. Ask him if he wants to trade it with you for the gift that he got you on your birthday. Yeah, that's right. Doesn't do anything for OP, but has the audacity when OP tries to do something nice. That's icky as. Also, there's a comment that says, it sounds like you may be the a-hole to yourself in this one, but maybe you left some things out, and this fool is maybe not so selfish as he appears. Since he couldn't buy you anything for your birthday, he made you something with his art, right? At minimum a card, and you got some kind of special care on the day, like he made a meal or did an activity together that you wanted. Since you're now trying to gift him with presents and care, that must mean that he did at least something for your day. And OP said no, he didn't do anything. No card, no dinner, no nothing. He just said that he was sorry and would make it up to me later, but still hasn't. I was about to say it's a hard one, but it's not. He's making it very easy for you, OP. He's showing you loud and clear that he's not putting in enough effort. Oh god, that was so bad. Yeah, and also this comment. You the a-hole because you don't think you deserve better than this. All the best with this, OP. Am I the a-hole for insisting on naming my baby girl despite my mother-in-law's wishes? Yeah, right, okay. I feel like you're already not the a-hole. My husband, 30 male, and I, 30 female, have been together for 9 years and married for 2. I'm currently 5 months pregnant, and we recently found out that we're having a girl. I've always dreamed of naming my daughter a particular name that I've always loved since I was a teenager. My husband knew about this name since we were dating, and he was excited about it too, as he likes the name as well. We had a deal. If we had a boy, he could choose the name, and if it was a girl, I'd get to choose. However, when we shared the news with my mother-in-law, she said that we could name our daughter whatever we wanted, but it had to start with the letter given by the Babaji in the Gurdwara. After the call, I told my husband this wasn't fair, since I've always wanted to name our daughter according to my choice. To my surprise, he did a complete 180 and sided with his mother. He also suggested that she should have a chance to name our child, since she would like it. I snapped and I told him if his mother wants to name a child, she should give birth to one. I also mentioned that since I'm the one carrying the baby for 9 months, enduring all the hormones and the pain, I should have the first right to name her. Now we're not speaking and I'm starting to wonder if I went overboard. Am I the a-hole? Yeah, no, of course you're not the a-hole, OP. And you need to lay it down to your husband how it's gonna be. He doesn't let to get his mum decide decide the name of your child. The two parents decide the name of the child. Also, that bit where you said you had a deal, if we had a boy, he could choose the name, and if we had a girl, I'd get to choose it. I also don't really like that. I feel like you should both always decide the name, but I'm assuming in that situation, if you really didn't like the name or if he really didn't like the name, then you'd compromise on something. But your mother-in-law definitely doesn't get to name your child OP, and your husband needs to understand that super fast. And also, it's so lame in these sorts of situations when the husband is like, oh, I'm not even going to think about what my wife wants. I'm going to go and listen to my mummy. Yeah, this comment, your husband needs to realize he's starting a family with you, his wife, not his mummy. She does not get a say unless you both agree. And you're absolutely right in saying if mother-in-law wants to name a baby, she can have one and name it whatever she wants to. Your husband is delusional if he thinks that she has any say in the matter, not the a-hole. Yeah, and also this comment, ignore her. Name your baby what you wanted to. Sorry in advance for the next 20 to 40 years with that woman. I'd be so pissed at my husband. Yeah, definitely. And OP has every right to be super pissed at him. 100% what would have happened is he made the deal with OP about what they were going to name their child, and guaranteed his mum would have yelled at him or something, and now he's switching sides because he can't stand up to his mum. That sucks, and I feel for you, OP. And also, this comment's good. Not the a-hole. You married a man without a spine. Tell him if he is this wishy-washy all the time, you'll have to make the decisions because you're not going to allow mother-in-law to dictate you in the marriage. Yeah, the way that he was committed to it, and then as soon as his mum didn't like it, oh no, I'm completely changing my stance. Yeah, that's not good, and super concerning about the future of the marriage too. Like, is stuff like this going to happen again and again and again? Probably. Yeah, no, you're definitely not the a-hole, OP. And I feel like that's enough for today. I do have something wholesome to show you guys before I go. Just something to make us feel a little bit better after everything we've read today. Look at this photo of my rat after I gave him pasta. Oh, that's the cutest and the happiest rat I've ever seen. Oh, that's so beautiful. And the pasta looks so big in his hands. The cute little smile and the rounded off ears. That's so cute and so funny. Dad gets me a piano. 7-year-old me mashing random keys. Dad listening. Oh my god, he's a natural. That's so funny. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time today. And if you did, make sure you let me know down below and like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And the comment of the day today once again goes to Lightning McCrocs. The one perk of not sleeping is that I get these videos early. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the support. Definitely make sure that you are sleeping though, but I appreciate it and I'm so happy you enjoyed the videos. There's many more to come and I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!